Can you just speak to the resilience of your team? I know it comprised of a lot of underclassmen and tough first set, tough 24-20, and they come back and get you in that one. But then you play kind of your best sets of the game after that. So, how proud of you of the resilience for a young group to really bounce back like that?
Yeah, you're exactly right. After playing pretty poorly the first set and then bouncing back with a great set against a really, really good team. And then, yeah, that heartbreaker, set three, when you're up, a lot of teams, could have folded right after that. And yeah, the resiliency, the character of this team to bounce back like that and, just really change and do the things that we needed them to do throughout the match. Really proud of them for the way they responded.
What were some of the key elements of those comebacks? Between sets, what did you tell the team? Was there anything you told them to target a little bit more, or was it just them, as simple as having some extra fire?
Yeah, I think after that first set, just settling down a little bit, focusing on really our serve and pass and getting our offense going. I think, hitters were maybe a little bit nervous. Hannah, I think, was just trying to do a little bit too much from the setter position. And so we just settled in, and then things started clicking a little bit better. And then offensively, during those sets, especially that we won, we were really, really good. Just passing. Hannah did a great job distributing, and our hitters really took care of the ball.
Can you just talk about this sort of youth movement with all these freshmen and sophomores who are just really starring right now? Are you even maybe a little taken by surprise with just how well they've been able to play, this early in their careers?
Yeah, youth movement. You're not kidding on that. To only have one senior, and obviously we've just kind of been in that cycle since we took over the program with some really big classes back to back. But especially last year, I think, we did have a lot of freshmen as well that got so much experience. Meg did, Pia, even Kalia Williams getting in there, Hannah as a redshirt freshman last year, Alexis Lesby. So, they have a lot of experience just last year, kind of being thrown into it. And then Juliana Dalton this year really adding to that. It just makes it really fun for such a young group. So I really like what they're doing, and they're very eager to learn and get better at practice.
This might be too early in the season to say anything on this, but where do you think the strength of the team lies right now? Is it pretty well rounded, or maybe the front? There obviously is a lot of highlights up front. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to say on that?
Man, I think the strength, it kind of varies. I think we're good from the service line. Way too many misses tonight, but just putting the pressure on the other team. Typically we're a good blocking team, but we just haven't had the practice. I don't think, we really haven't blocked for a year because we weren't able to block at all in practice in the fall. So, this is really just our fourth week of blocking, and that'll continue to get better as well. But I think Hannah does a really nice job of distributing the ball to different hitters, and we're not just relying on one or two people.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to ask that. Those hitters up front really complement each other. I guess, is that maybe not a new attribute, but something you're enjoying a little bit extra this year, just having so many options to score?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think last year, we just didn't have that other outside hitter to go along with Pia. We kind of rotated through a few different people. And so to have Juliana Dalton, I think that takes a lot of pressure off Pia in general, because those outside hitters are going to get a lot of balls. And, I think just distribution numbers, like I said, Hannah does a really nice job of trying to get everybody involved in the offense, and that's what we want.
I know last season feels like forever ago. Last time, I think, was it a sweep at the hands of UCLA last season? And how different are they from 2019? And I guess, could you just unpackage what made this one a complete difference from 2-3-0 matches last season to now? Are they a new team as well?
No, they have quite a few players back, and some new additions and from a couple transfers as well. So they're not quite as young as us. And, they have the reigning Pac-12 Player of the Year back in Mac May. And so they're a very, very good team, experienced, I think. And, I'm not sure really what the difference from year to year was. I think for sure us just having more experience, this year, even though we're still pretty young, a lot of those players, played well and into the NCAA tournament last year. So just a little bit more experience on our side this year. And, but, we expect another tough match on Saturday.
Could you pinpoint a priority for your team going forward from now? Cleaning up maybe some of those unforced things, is that kind of the number one thing?
Yeah, I think, like I said, we missed too many serves tonight, and then just cleaning up our blocking. I think, that, like I said, it's typically one of our strengths, and we're just not quite in rhythm yet. There's a lot we can clean up blocking wise, and then I think just being more consistent in the first set. I was saying to Devin here, we've been bad in pretty much all of the first sets. So just finding out, what we can do to be better in that first set to not put ourselves in a hole.
And last thing for you, I think you kind of spoke on this a little bit, but did you feel your balance up front was able to get UCLA a little bit out of rotation? It seemed like they maybe were playing from behind a little bit there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that starts with our pass. We passed pretty well tonight overall. And when we can do that and be in system, and have 2 or 3 hitters running different things, we're trying not to be predictable. And it's much easier when you pass well. You can, mix up running different routes and things like that. So I think that all starts with our pass, and then Hannah calling what the hitters were running. I think our hitters did a really good job then of putting the ball away.